Without Governor Daniels, Frank Mrvan, North Township Trustee.
Hi, Frank.
We have met before during the flood, and we've worked together on occasions. I'm not going to pontificate. But I have made my career 5 or 6 years as the township, trying reforms, lowering my payroll, cutting taxes, doing what we could to eliminate unneeded positions and use technology to do that and be there when the people needed us. The town of Munster may not have known who is a higher income level, what townships do, until there was a flood and we reacted in a positive manner. My question to you is, you use the term unintended consequences. Lake County's transportation system is disintegrating because of the caps. People are looking to cut things, so they're looking to reduce the transportation system. With the county taking over poor relief, what people need to understand, because it's your bill, it doesn't eliminate the tax rate or the amount of taxes for poor relief, because the Constitution says we have to do that. What it does is it transfers it to the county. And the only question that I have to you is, as far as transparency and it transferring it over to the county, how will that reduce things, and how will people, the unintended consequences of people I deal with every day who can't get to the county? It takes 42 minutes from my township to get to front door. And I'm going to agree, and I have one other follow-up question.
Mr. Mrvan, please, we are running late. He can talk, but again,
this is your house, and respectfully, no, I'm not. One question, Governor, is that the other point of that is, I try to do reforms, and I try to do what's right on an everyday basis, and when you come here as a new guy being in office and insinuate everyone is corrupt, that is mud on you. That's trying to do what you're doing every day. And I do give my best effort at that. So if we're going to work together to accomplish anything, coming down to Lake County, when we work together and created results, just saying that everyone's corrupt doesn't benefit all of us.
Well, let me, first of all, thank you, Frank. Let me go through a couple things. First of all, thank you for your own service. I say everywhere I go, these reforms that Joe Kernan and many other people and I have are advocating are not about, in the main, are not about the people serving. We have, by and large, we have 11,000 elected politicians in this state. It's the most anywhere. Feels like I've met 111,000 of them over time. But anyway, almost all are really trying to do good things. And it's not about that. It's about a system we think is too confusing, it's not accountable, and yes, sometimes spends too much money. That's number one. Number two, I'm a little puzzled about the whole caps thing. They're not in effect yet. You know, they're phasing in. They're phasing in. Well, you had one from before, but that was not part of the property tax bill last year. You know, the early evidence, or the updated evidence statewide, at least, is that the caps are going to have less of an effect on revenue than was believed when the bill passed. Now, we'll all have to see in practice, but that's what the most recent data says. I don't remember using the word everyone, but if I did, I misspoke. I'm pretty sure I didn't, because that's certainly not what I meant. You know, it doesn't stretch anything to say there has been far too many, there's been far too much wrongdoing up here. I was reviewing some clips coming up, and the most recent one on this particular subject in your own paper was from late '07. The last few years, it was 42 criminal actions. And you know, with you guys, the hits just keep on coming because there's been a bunch since then. So, well, you know, I just want to say to you once again, I don't know how I could have tried any harder than I have these last 5 or 6 years to get to know the people and the communities of this county, to come here close to 70 times now, to do my level best to understand the special challenges and problems, and you do have them, obviously. You've got a tough job, Frank, and all the officials here do. But after those years, I just have to say to you that to make a case for this part of the state is very difficult. It will remain difficult until people see at least some momentum for change up there, some real momentum. And that's something only that you can do. So it isn't everyone, of course it isn't. And God bless those, and there are many who are in office who are trying to do things better and have made some improvements. And I will do my best, by the way, to tell other people about the good news when I trip over it. Alex Haley said a lot of smart things, but one thing he said was, find the good and praise it. And I try to live by that. And there are things to praise here. But it's been too slow in my opinion. It's been too partial in my opinion. There's still too many places where government's being run for the benefit of the few and the people in power, not for the benefit of the people who pay the bills. And I'm asking y'all to